Toyota. My name is Michael Willerton. I'm a product advisor 12 years with Toyota. Today I'm going to be showing you a 2014 Tundra double cab TRD 5.7 liter. So if you want to just come to the front of the vehicle here, I want to point out some of the changes that have been done. Very aggressive front end now, very chiseled looking. The hood release is just of course right underneath here. The hood here for you. And just working my way from left to right, you have your washer fluid. Inside here's your power steering fluid, overflow for the radiator, brake fluid up top. Of course now we've gone to a full 0W20 full synthetic oil from factory. Just much better viscosity, better operating temperatures and whatnot. It is a 5.7 liter, puts out 381 horsepower, 401 foot-pounds of torque. We have also now gone to, if you look down on the lower portion here, for the block heaters, we've gone to a plug-in block heater. You have an 18-inch cord as well as an 8-foot cord. So if, like myself, you forgetful in the morning, you're backing up in your driveway being plugged in, you're not going to tear your block heater out, it's going to detach from the truck. So excellent for this cold climate. Now, if you just follow me around here, we're going to come around to the passenger side. I just want to point out that Toyota has gone to some vortex, that's what they call them. They put moldings on the sides of the vehicle. What that does, it just changes the airflow. So it helps to improve airflow around the vehicle. Ultimately, to a degree, I imagine, would also be fuel efficiency. Now the mirrors are breakaway mirrors. They fold in as well as back. And they are heated, of course. Coming into the passenger side, we have a 4-way adjustable passenger seat. Bar in the front to slide aft and forward, and then we'll lift to the tilt for the back of the seats. Of course, side air curtains, side air bags are standard on the vehicle, as well as roll sensing airbags too as well within the vehicle, which you can disconnect depending upon what you're doing. So now we go into the rear of the vehicle. I'm going to walk around the other side if you don't mind staying right here. So of course with this package as well too, you'll see 3 different items on the back. You have your receiver, of course, which comes standard with it for towing. You also have 4 tie-down cleats for the back for the box if you're strapping things down into the rear and the bed rail system, which I'll show you momentarily. And then of course you have your cables here, which I was just talking about for the block heater, the 18-inch as well as the 8-foot. Now on the side, as on your side down there, there's a handle you lift up to raise up, and then you have under-seat storage. So you just twist and open up, and you got a spot down there to put safety equipment, whatnot. Same thing on the other side, of course, too, which where your jack would be. Now with this package, it does have a rear sliding window, which is power in this case. Lesser packages would be a manual slide. But there is ample leg room in the back if you just allow me to get in. And there's a handle to grab onto as well, too, to step up. As you can see, there's ample leg room. So there's tons of space for 3 adults with 3-point seat belts across for safety as well too, plus adjustable headrests. So now if you follow me to the back of the vehicle, I want to point out some important features for the rear. This have been some improvements as well. Now we also have the gap covers, not just on the side rails, but on the tailgate as well. Also a little bit of a spoiler here, which helps to change the airflow. Your backup camera, of course, is integrated right into the handle. And then also a locking tailgate. Now it does have gas-filled struts, so they come down nice and easy. It's not a heavy, you don't have to hold it, but also for closing your tailgate, it's quite light. Another improvement has been for the towing itself. You have both the 4-pin as well as the 7-pin wiring harnesses. They have been moved from below the bumper to above the bumper, so it helps keep the wiring and everything cleaner and whatnot. Clearance and backup sensors. There's 4 on the back here. And then of course I didn't point out on the front, but there's also 2 in the front of the vehicle. When you're in a forward motion, it's up to 10 kilometers per hour where it will register, but in reverse, any speed. If you hear a solid noise as you're backing inside the vehicle, it will beep. Solid noise, you stop. Okay, it's also a 22-inch depth box with the bed rail system, which you just could put in the clamps, which I showed you in the back for the tie down. It's a 2-tiered system, so you can create also a 2-tiered decking system in the back of the vehicle. It is a ladder frame, of course, for the vehicle. And from the front of the vehicle, it's a full box frame. Back from there, you have a C-channel, which is reinforced. And then for the box is a C-channel, so it makes it rigid, but some flexibility, of course, as well, too, which is important. Special wheels on this particular package because it is a Toyota Racing Development TRD. So they're a really unique styled wheel. Of course, locking wheel nuts come standard on any vehicle, but it is a true truck tire. As you can see here, it is an LT, which is a light truck tire. So a little more aggressive. Other than that, if you just follow me here, I just want to point out some features inside the cab. So as we climb in, nice feature, of course, is an 8-way power driver's seat. So you can move forward and back, tilt for the angle of the seat. You can also raise the height of the seat as well too. And then there's also a power lumbar adjustment. Now underneath the steering column, you push the lever down to the floor. You have tilt and telescopic steering depending upon your size and height. Then you can lock it back up. Down over here is your power mirror control, of course, which are heated. So when you hit the rear defrost button, it also activates your side mirrors. And then the control right beside it down below here is for your slider for the back window, which again is power. Then there's another dial right here as well too. You can actually manually camber the headlights. There's 5 different positions. So if you're trailering, little weight can pull you down so your headlights appear to be coming up, so not blinding people coming onto you. You can actually camber your headlights manually. Steering wheel audio controls are standard on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. Right-hand side, of course, is for your Bluetooth, which is voice activated as well. I don't know if I can get in here a little bit tighter. You can jump into the back. I'd just like to demonstrate, of course, with the backup camera. So it's all a touchscreen, as you can see. It's a 6.1-inch display screen. You put the vehicle into reverse. You can see right here is the leading edge of your bumper. First red line here is 1 foot, 2 feet, and then of course 6 feet, which helps to guide you. Excellent when you're trailering alone. And as you can hear, the clearance and backup sensors, they are working. It is also a multi-sequential shift. So your normal drive position is over to the right. Then we have the S pattern here where you can click it over and you can go toggle down one at a time to run it through the gears yourself. It is a 6-speed automatic. Down here is your 4-wheel drive system. You can switch on the fly up to 100 km/h. It's a dial switch from 2 to 4. Low gear, of course, if you want to be in low gear, you have to push and turn to put into low gear. It will beep to remind that you are in low gear. Now, when you're towing, there's also, just to the right of the steering wheel here, there's a tow haul button which you can push, which will change the gearing of the transmission, so give you a little more lower end torque. Being a 4-wheel drive, of course, too, and standard with all Toyota safety systems, we also have vehicle stability control, traction control, brake assist, electronic brake force distribution, and smart stop technology. You can shut off the traction control and vehicle stability control by pushing and holding the button just down here. Now there is your parking assist. It is something you can activate to turn it on for the 2 in the front, 4 in the rear. Single zone climate control they've gone to. There's the speed of the fan, temperature setting, and directional. Large console up front here as well too, which is small enough to fit a small child inside, but it's good for, all joking aside, for, you know, laptops, files, whatnot. Also a 12-volt plug is in here too. Now with the mirror, it's an electrochromatic rear view mirror. This mirror will tint if a bright light comes up behind you, so it's not blinding. And as well as there's an integrated garage door opener with 3 different positionings or 3 different programmable settings. Pause.